director. This is Fleetwood Mac. The song's called Tusk. And it made me think of the great news that Kevin Smith is going to make a sequel to the film of the same name.
Shut up.
Imagine that. Tusk 2, more Tusk. I don't know what he's going to call it. Tusks. Maybe our friend Alan Tuskus can get in on this. He called us a couple of weeks ago, and he worked on this film. Maybe he'll get back in on this.
What if it's set in Alabama? I think that's where this place is. And it's called
Tuscaloosa. I hate him.
You're just mad that you didn't think about it.
I'm not.
You are mad. You're jealous of the way my brain works. Tickets at BillSquire.com for my comedy special taping.
I was going to say, is there any place that people could see you purveying your particular brand of comedy?
All this madness comes together into one beautiful comedy special this weekend at the Funny Stop. Tickets are available at BillSquire.com. Get them now. Tuscaloosa.
I was going to say, I'm watching my nieces tonight so my sister can go to the 21 Pilots concert. And this is the same 10-year-old niece who lost her mind after I showed her the picture of the guy in Tusk. And she was crying, saying, I want to unsee it.
That is not bussin'.
Maybe I will show her the sequel and she can be just as excited.
Right. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Good. No, I just heard you guys talking about, I just tuned in and I heard you guys talking about Fisher-Price and Mattel and stuff like that and copyrights or something like that.
Yeah.
And, so, really, I just want to, tell people, be very careful if you ever introduce your ideas to companies, because I've had the most horrible experiences. People I know have had the most horrible experiences. And this experience, it happened in like 2004, but I had come up with an idea for like this revolutionary cribmobile, and it utilized
what
was
mobile?
Cribmobile. You know that mobile that goes around, that sits in a crib.
Okay.
So not a crib a baby can drive.
No,
Get my cribmobile.
Right.
No driving. No driving.
Really long gas pedal and brakes, so a toddler can be tooling around town. Right, a mobile that hangs over a crib. Right.
Yes, with the animals on it. So I came up with an idea for like a pendular or metronomic motion to soothe the child rather than having it go in a circle. So I invented this toy that had an arm on it, and it went back and forth, with the pendular or metronomic motion.
Yes.
And so and I had researched Fisher-Price's history of toys, like literally, because I went through attorney that basically just took my money, and later come to find that I couldn't even get a patent anyway on this. But
are you a regular inventor, John?
Well, I have lots of ideas. I get lots of ideas, and here, I hate to say it, but I just got into a
we've already invented the snaxophone.
We said we've already invented the snaxophone. The saxophone that you can play. Right.
Well,
or eat in.
It's got a lunchbox in it.
Yeah, the instrument with a lunchbox in it.
And the wheel.
And you're not gonna believe this. iHeartRadio happily just let me run with it. They didn't want any part of it. So
okay, so go ahead. So so in this process, did you eventually?
So you're right. So what I had done is eventually what had happened was Fisher-Price asked me to send my prototype to them because they were very interested in the idea. And again, researching their history of toys, they didn't have anything in their history of toys that represented or expressed any sort of metronomic or pendular motion. They did have things that went across like on a bar, and then it would stop, and then it would like turn around, but there was no continuous metronomic or pendular motion, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Science.
So, okay, bing. So I end up sending them my prototype. It took them literally 6 months to tell me that they weren't interested after going back and forth, like, what's going on here? They weren't speaking to me. They weren't saying anything. They just kept putting me off. So later that
it was so much back and forth, John. It's like they were putting you in a pendular motion.
Exactly, and I'm telling you right now, my head was spinning, and for 10 years, my head I couldn't let it go because I was so upset that they had done that to me, and so I don't know, what else I could have done. But anyway, let me get back to. So later that summer is either 2004 or 2005. 2 products come out on the market that emulated a metronomic and/or pendular motion.
Sure.
To make it even worse, this agent that I was working with had drawn the same exact concept that Fisher-Price had put out. But hey, the agent also worked with Fisher-Price, so something happened there.
I don't know how anyone who invents anything ever doesn't get it ripped off.
What's that windshield wiper movie?
With Greg Kinnear.
Yeah, Flash of Genius, where they stole the intermittent windshield wiper design, and it ruined his life.
Yep.
His wife left him. His kids were all estranged, but he fought them, and like 30 years later, they finally ruled in his favor. It was ridiculous.
Imagine pitching that movie and then getting a cast like they had for that movie. Okay, it's about the guy who invented the intermittent windshield wipers.
Sold.
And they go, sold, we got it.
Right there.
There's already a book. We want to make this book into a movie. And
I don't know if you guys remember, but Better Call Saul, the very first season, the guy with the toilet, he goes, "Don't tell Fisher-Price because they'll rip it off."
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys. Oh, it was great. It was great.
Well, I'm sorry that happened, John, but
thanks, Alan. I appreciate it. It's just been, with people. I'm just telling you, it's a warning. If you invent something, take and it's really good, do it yourself. Like
sure.
if it's that good, people will buy it.
Right. I got one based on your idea, but it's an alarm clock and it's a pendular motion, and you set it so that it will take about 8 hours, and then when you're supposed to wake up, it finally gets lower and lower and then slaps you in the face.
And it actually is a human
beautiful.
baby hanging from it.
Right.
Yes. There you go.
Like the Saw movie where the slicer comes across their stomach. And okay, well, thank you, John. I appreciate the call. There's John out in Lakewood who's got, just do it yourself. Don't get ripped off by some multinational conglomerate. He invented the Fisher-Price My First Intellectual Property Lawsuit toy for those people. You want it again, Bill, before we...
Yeah.
Can I hear this? There you go. The great Boots Randolph for everyone who's interested in it. All right, we got to roll because the Guardians are set to play right up the street. Mere minutes. They had last night off. They've done all their stretches, all their calisthenics. They've been drinking their teas and potions and ready to get out there and produce for you, the ticket-buying audience. What do you have coming up, William?
This weekend, I'm recording a comedy special at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. Get tickets at billsquire.com. Let's pack this thing out, sell it out. A bunch of people bought tickets yesterday. Let's sell a bunch more today. And I'll see you this weekend. It's going to be very good. So funny.